This is Dolynny TV, guys. A big welcome back to the Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode. Today, episode 8, so let's friggin' get some today because this is where it all comes down to. We are in the thick of a wild card chase. 7 games back of the division leading Boston Red Sox. 5 games back of, well, the first wild card spot in the New York Yankees. We're 1 game back of the Minnesota Twins. Okay, so this is the challenge that we face. We need to close in on the New York Yankees. We need to close in on the Minnesota Twins, and this is the lineup we have to do it with. Alcides Escobar, who is up to a 77 overall. Randall Grichuk, who's 16 homers, 45 RBIs, has been perfect in that 2-hole. Josh Donaldson, 26 homers, 61 RBI, 28 and 80 for Justin Smoke. Teoscar Hernandez, 10 homers, 32 RBI. And then you've got 12 and 48 for Devin Travis, 17 and 40 for Yang Arvis Solarte, who's been having a monster year. 13.49 for Kevin Pillar and 14.45 for Russell Martin. Matt Kemp on the bench, 12 and 45. Kendrys Morales, 9 and 23. 2 and 8 for Rob Brantley, who's had 8 RBIs, which kind of gets really close to a career high for him. And Steve Pearce, 3 homers, 11 RBIs on the season. So we simulate through. What we're going to do, sorry, pardon me, just need to move that. We're going to simulate through to the end of August and get to the September call-ups. And that really does us no favors. 2 big losses, and then the Phillies defeat us 5-3. We're down 7-6, and we lose another one. And now all of a sudden things are falling off the rails right here. We'll keep Gift active. He looked solid yesterday in the actual Toronto Blue Jays game, but suddenly we are 2 games below 500, and that is majorly due to our pitching rotation. Hollis still 8 and 4, so can't blame him. Joe Biagini, can't blame him, 4 and 4, and then it's just the big guns. Aaron Sanchez, his ERA crept back up. He's 9 and 11 on the year, just struggling, and so is J.A. Happ for some reason. Marcus Stroman having a good year, 3.26 ERA. Nobody really hit anything for home runs, though. That's the other problem. Yang Arvis Solarte, the only one really having a good go in those couple of games. So now we have to go watch the minor league chase, and we'll go down to AAA here. They win a couple. Water utilized Gift Nope down there. Bisons have finished unfortunately, and finished unfortunately. So the minor league playoffs are over, and we are up to call up our players. We won 10-4 against Miami and then lost 2 more games. Falling apart here in the late chase. And now we've got a whole bunch of guys on the bench who could potentially help us. Richard Urania up to help. Gift Nope. Dalton Pompey. Lidmus Diaz. Anthony Alford. Everybody is up to help, and that is going to hopefully jumpstart us big time here. As you see, the lineups are still sticking the same as they were. So hopefully things stay together. Matt Patrica, anyone that really shouldn't be up here. I think Al Albuquerque's up in there. So we've got a good little squad going. Well, Brian Tepera is ending up very mad about everything recently, so keep him from getting too mad. Nick Tepish in there, and now you've got Hyun-Jin Ryu, who's had a 5.51 ERA and 32 innings pitched. The guy is just getting blown apart in that long relief role, and that may be a big part of what's happened with our lot of runs given up. There's a victory. Kevin Pillar, owed 6 months. Owed 6 months is Kevin Pillar with a torn ACL. And hold on, we have to go and go adjust the lineups because we've got to get Matt Kemp in there in center field, but I will actually switch around Teoscar Hernandez for those couple of places that we can get Matt Kemp into action. Teoscar Hernandez now has to come in and fill in center field. He's now up to a 77 overall. The kid is loving his time in the MLB, but at the same time, we lose Kevin Pillar for 6 months. So we have him not for playoffs, not for the home stretch. That is a rough rough blow to this team. 13 homers, 47 RBIs for Matt Kemp, who will move him into that right-handed spot, 6 hole in the lineup. Hopefully that generates something. We're almost back to 500. Got to go through Boston, lose that one, and we're up 2-1. We finish this one 2-1, get a victory there. And every time we seem to get a victory, we end up losing in game 2. And we're back down 2 games below 500. We're all of a sudden way out of contention with the Yankees and 3.5 back of a wild card. Man, that friggin' sucks. Alcides Escobar having a career year in home runs, like most home runs in his career this year. And we're just not getting anything done here. Matt Kemp, you know what? I'm going to move Matt Kemp up into Randall Grichuk's spot. That's going to be my move. See if Matt Kemp can get anything going in the rotation. We have 3 starters that have it figured out, and the rest just are struggling. So let's see if we can generate something against New York and Baltimore. First game is tied 5-5, and we take it 6-5. Lose that one. Need a victory here, and we end up losing that one 5-3. And this season, falling by the wayside, 74 and 78, we have to basically win out, and that just is not going to happen. Looks like we're going to finish below 500 this year, and all of a sudden, like, we are just struggling to generate anything. A 7-6 Houston lead, we win 8-7, but then blow it and lose that one as well. So we can't even finish above 500 this year. What a horrible way to end the year. What an absolute horrible way to end the year. 79 and 83 on the season. The Houston Astros have defeated the Diamondbacks in the 2018 World Series. What a terrible way for this year to come to an end. Alcides Escobar, 9 homers, 48 RBIs, 14 stolen bases, 274 batting average. Now what I do have to do is just to compare against Troy Tulowitzki, who ended up going 15 homers, 64 RBIs, and a 238 average. So in the leadoff man, we had something there, right? In Alcides Escobar, so that's all right. I'm not too complaining about that. Matt Kemp, 15 homers, 50 RBIs, so he saved his season in terms of coming in that last couple of weeks. Josh Donaldson, 33 homers, 80 RBIs. Not the production I would have liked out of him, but still to get that 33 and 80, pretty solid numbers. Justin Smoke, 38 homers again this year, 104 RBIs, 12 stolen bases. Somewhere out of left field, he stole 12 bases. 281 average. Teoscar Hernandez, who grew to a 75, who should be an 80 next year. 99 games played, 82 hits, 247 batting average, 14 homers, and 41 RBIs. Kid came out of nowhere, really. Randall Grichuk, well, not quite a career year. Thought he could hit a lot more homers, especially how he hit earlier in the year, but 19 and 59 RBIs. Yangervis Solarte, well, this was the most pleasant surprise of the entire year. 23 homers and 57 RBIs for Solarte, a 241 batting average. Less than normal, but we'll take what we can get with him. And Devin Travis, how about this? 13 homers, 60 RBIs. The kid came and absolutely raked for us. Struggled at the start of the year, could have had a lot better numbers, but he put it together and got it going, which is great to see. 272 batting average. A huge leap pad for him. And Russell Martin, what can be said after a rebound year, after that disappointing season in 2017, comes back, 17 homers, 52 RBIs, 6 stolen bases, and a 245 batting average. His best batting average in 4 seasons. On the bench, well, nobody really too special. Kendrys Morales, 9 homers, 24 RBIs. Very down year, but also played way significantly less games, and not really about half the at-bats, but just less games, couldn't get into a rhythm. Rob Brantley, 2 homers, 10 RBIs on the season. He came in and made an impact. And then Steve Pearce, 4 homers, 13 RBIs. The offense struggled this year, and I mean the pitching rotation wasn't as great as it could have been. 357 for Marcus Stroman Aaron Sanchez, well, 491. So that inflated ERA cost us a lot of games. And then you've got J.A. Happ, 461. He had the worst ERA he's had in 7 seasons. Joe Biagini, the best ERA he's ever had. 5 wins, 5 losses, 3 saves, 150 innings pitched for Joe Biagini, 48 base on balls, and 116 whip. What an absolute dominant year. And I mean, Damian Hollis, 9 wins, 8 losses, 120 innings pitched, 42 walks, 80 strikeouts, 239 ERA, and a 118 whip. If that doesn't win that kid the Rookie of the Year, I don't know what does. Aaron Judge wins an award, Cy Young, and who gets the Rookie of the Year? Joseph Borowitz with 4 homers and a 3. Wow, that is gross. I think it definitely should have went to my man Damian Hollis. Do we even have anyone? J.A. Happ won a Gold Glove, so 2 pitchers back-to-back years for the Blue Jays win the Gold Glove, and that is as good as it will get when it comes to awards. You see the World Series, the postseason MVP and World Series MVP is Carlos Correa. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the end of 2018 here in our Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode. As always, I'm Tyson. I will catch you guys in the next one.